Hey friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making some banana muffins. They're somewhat healthier, but I added chocolate chips to them, so I'd like to still think they're healthy because there's no extra sugar aside from the chocolate chips. I mean, we put maple syrup in there and the bananas. But my phone decided to record or to stop recording in the middle of it, so I just wasn't able to get the video of me pouring the batter into the muffin liners, but that's okay. Hopefully you can still enjoy this video. It being my first video, it's not the best obviously, but it's still something. So hope you enjoy, and let me know what you guys think.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and do a little voiceover, and I'm saying hello to you guys. Originally I was going to try to talk, but our air conditioning is way too loud, and I don't have a special microphone or anything, so here we are. I love making these banana bread muffins because my whole family enjoys them. We don't eat many treats out here, so whenever there is a treat like this around, it goes pretty quickly. I'm going to start out by melting the coconut oil, which I'm going to do pretty soon here. I'm going to grab my measuring glass, and I'm going to mix together actually the coconut oil and the milk and maple syrup, and I'm going to heat them all up in the microwave, because if you have cooked with coconut oil, you know that any cold thing that touches it will make it hard again. So I also have left my 2 eggs out to sit at room temperature because sometimes they can also make the coconut oil kind of, just solidify, I guess. But here we are. I am measuring the coconut oil out, and I am doing a little more than the recipe requires, because I feel like anytime you just add more of the oil or butter or whatever you're using, it just ends up making the whatever you're making more moist and delicious. So I added a little more coconut oil. And I also wanted to mention that the reason this recipe is supposed to be healthy is because it calls for whole wheat flour and oatmeal, which I do not use in this recipe. I forgot that my maple syrup is already out, and I'm back. I did something that I don't usually do when I bake or cook, and that is I took out all the ingredients I need for filming purposes so that it's easier and everything's out. But I forgot, because that's not my natural tendency, so that's why I was looking for the maple syrup. Anyways, I'm sorry that this video is not very good quality. As you will see later, maybe I already mentioned that my camera stopped recording. I can't tell you guys the amount of times I've tried filming YouTube videos and then my phone stops recording because I have way too many things on it. And yes, I am pregnant, so you can tell in the video, but also I am out of breath just talking on here, so that is why, if you guys were wondering. Alright, so I am finally heating up the coconut oil with the milk and the maple syrup. Gonna wait for that to melt. Not be too hot though, because you don't want to cook the eggs once you do mix them in there. And I'm just refamiliarizing myself with the recipe because I've made these maybe 2 times, maybe 3. I don't know, guys. It takes a while for me to memorize a recipe. So I had my husband print it out for me, and that way I don't have to be on my computer and make a mess on my computer, and I don't have that much space. So while we're waiting for that to heat up, oh, there, it's done. Never mind. We are all back in business, baby. Here we go, whisking away. Just whisking away, folks. Making sure all the chunks are out and smooth. And see, I was about to go get the eggs, but I already had them out. And it's probably smart to not crack my eggs right in there, just in case of shells, but those are the kind of risks I take on a daily basis. Just cracking my eggs in the different things and then regret it afterwards because I'm picking the shells out. But anyways, here we are. We're gonna whisk away the eggs. We had, let me tell you guys, each of us, my daughter had 3 of these muffins when we were done, and then my husband and I each ate 4. So we enjoyed them. Definitely enjoyed them. And over here I'm using 2 teaspoon measuring spoon because I couldn't find my 1 teaspoon, so I'm just eyeballing it, adding some vanilla in there. You want to add your wet ingredients in and then add your dry ones. And you want to make sure you got some brown bananas for this, or just pretty ripe bananas, so that the muffins can be flavorful. We are peeling those away, then we're going to mash them right up. Now you can use a masher, you can use your fork, whatever you got. I just used my fork because it was easier, I guess. But anyways, so I want to know, what are your go-to pastries, just things that you guys like to bake for your household? If you guys have any go-to recipes that are quick, simple, share them below, because I'm always willing to try out a new recipe, and maybe I will film trying out something that you guys recommend. I feel like being a stay-at-home mom, that's something I have learned to just enjoy a lot more, is baking and cooking in general, especially now that my daughter's 2.5. When I was working, I couldn't really enjoy any of that because everything just felt like a time crunch, and just felt like I didn't have as much time for it. Whereas now, being home, I feel like I do, and I'm able to try out new recipes, and just experiment, and yeah, I don't know, just enjoy doing that a lot more. And something that I actually posted recently on my Instagram is finding a playlist that goes along with your dinner, like while you're making it, and then when you eat it, you leave it playing in the background. Like I found a dinner in Italy playlist while I was making pasta, and I feel like that's just like one way to romanticize your life in a way, and just bring in something extra to make it nice and enjoy cooking. So yeah, there's a little tip for you. Add some music. You could even light a candle. I know some people do this stuff, but coming out of the work world to being stay-at-home mom was a bit of a shock to me, so it took me a while to actually enjoy doing a lot of the stuff that I now do. But anyways, adding in, I mixed in the coconut oil, the wet ingredients with the flour now. I'm gonna add some baking soda. I'm gonna add some salt, some cinnamon, and I'm not a big cinnamon person. I love cinnamon rolls, but I don't like the taste of cinnamon, if that makes any sense. So I'm just not a big cinnamon fan, but I ended up adding it to these banana muffins because the recipe called for it, and the last time that I made them, I added them and you can barely taste the cinnamon. So I think it's supposed to help just kind of enhance the other flavors. Just the spice of cinnamon is supposed to help with something in there, so that's why I added it in there. But I'm way more of a chocolate and nut person, not a gingerbread person, not much of a nutmeg person. Yeah, cinnamon, like I said, no, but a little bit hint of it is fine. I think it's because when I was younger, do you guys remember, maybe it was just a me thing, when the cinnamon challenge was going around, and I tried it and I almost died. Like, tried swallowing a whole spoonful of ginger and could not do it, obviously. So yeah, almost choked, and that might have been what ruined it for me. I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's how I spent my childhood. And now I'm out here just raising kids and bacon. So now I'm just mixing it up. Something I forgot to mention is this recipe called for oatmeal, and it originally calls for whole wheat flour, but I don't have whole wheat, so I used organic all-purpose. And here I'm saying that you can add in whatever you want. I'm choosing to add in chopped walnuts, and I'm kind of just crushing them up a little extra in the bag because they're already chopped. And I'm gonna add in the chocolate chips, and then pretty soon after that, my phone stops recording. But what I was going to say is this recipe is supposed to be like healthy banana muffins, but since I didn't do the whole wheat, since I didn't do the oatmeal, it's basically just regular banana muffins, honestly. I mean, I didn't do the sugar. Okay, there's maple syrup, but I'm adding the chocolate chips with scotch, which have this sugar in there, but that's fine.
Hi friends, my phone decided to stop recording because of course my phone was full and I had to go back and delete some things, but it got most of it except me pouring the batter into the muffin liners. So hopefully that's still okay. I will try to show you the finished product when they come out, and I will try to clean up my phone so that that doesn't happen anymore. Okay, I will check back in with you guys when they are ready. And they are ready. Look at how beautiful they look. Yum. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was saying that they're supposed to be healthier because there's no like sugar in here. It's maple syrup and bananas, but there's sugar in my chocolate chips. So if you don't want any sugar, you can use stevia sweetened chocolate chips or whatever you want. We're not afraid of a little bit of sugar here, so that's why I went with just the regular chocolate chips. But subscribe if you want to see more videos, and let me know if you guys try this recipe out and if you add in other things and how they turn out. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.